Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's Fleener's Saints going up against Gresham's Cardinals. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And leading the attack for the Cardinals is the 12th-year man from USC, Carson Palmer.
Not getting a ton of work in the preseason, but that's not unexpected. He had a great year in 2015, and they expect even better in this upcoming season. The concern has been about his head coach, Bruce Arians, who was hospitalized briefly for a while, but made it back for the last preseason game.
Yeah, it was great to see him back on the sideline.
Always fun to see B.A. at work.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 19, and it's good enough for an Arizona first.
Have you talked with your friends who are in the fantasy leagues? I keep hearing David Johnson's name is coming up in a big way.
Boy, he was a steal third-rounder out of Northern Iowa, and I think last year started as a fourth-string back, didn't he?
He certainly did, but boy, he produces the year one honor. Remember, can run it. He can catch it. He was a wide receiver at Northern Iowa before he became a running back and also has great kick return ability. Ran one back for a touchdown in 2015.
Now Johnson. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 95.
On first down, it's Palmer. Finding time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
I got 11. I got 11. Get ready. Blue 95.
Second and 10. It's Palmer again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that's going to make it third down and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On third down, Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Now Drew Butler to punt for Arizona, the son of former Bears kicker Kevin Butler. Back deep here, Marcus Murphy. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. On first down, Breeze. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. There's a reason that quarterbacks hate to see Patrick Peterson on the other end, isn't there?
That's because they feel like they should be throwing the football or handing it to him. He looks like an offensive player, but he plays the corner as well as anyone in the league.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Let's go, let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Now Palmer on first down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One receiver left, three to the right.
Get ready. Blue 58.
On second down, here's Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Palmer now to throw on third down. And able to find John Brown. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
To throw again, it's Palmer. Surveying the field. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing.
Get ready.
Again, it's Palmer. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. To the air here after the INT. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. The final shot before half for Breeze. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman, as time expires in the first half. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Did I just see all of that happen? Did I just see the pass, the catch in the end zone for a touchdown, the clock go to zeros? All we've got now is the PAT left before we end a really good half.
Yeah, that's something to take into the lockers. Little momentum to build on for sure.
And what I want you to watch is the team that kicks the PAT as we expected to go through the post. Watch how quickly they head to the locker room. They'll be the ones that have the momentum, and they'll be flying.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have two teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. After the INT, offense comes out now. The connection is made in the middle of the field, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The Cardinals land the first punch. Final seconds in the first half. Over the middle, Drew Brees will complete the pass.
Okay, thank you, Larry. A low-scoring affair, all even, as we ready for this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Cooks on the return. Look at the dance and the juke. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
The Cardinals defense now, they make their way back out there. We're in a tie ball game, but great starting field position, so some work to do if they want to keep this a tie game.
And in the NFL, every possession is a challenge. But when they start on your side of the field, your side of the 50,
more of a challenge.
That challenge really ramps up. So I'm eager to see what they decide to do defensively. Do they play conventionally? Or maybe they start to attack a little bit more and try to dictate to the offense.
Are they up to that challenge? They'll come out in the pistol. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Breeze to throw on second down. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener, 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Thomas has got it. Complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Ingram again. And they'll get him down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Forbath will put this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Williams to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95. 53.
Back to throw. It's brought in by Floyd. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
Here we go. Blue 95.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
118.
He's back to throw. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.